Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to PL Capital's Market Review. All views and opinions in this video are my own and do not constitute financial or trading advice. Okay, today I want to look at the US dollar to see what it is saying and what it might say about the future of the market as a whole. So let's dive in. Looking at the DXY and the 1 hour chart, but first let's look at the weekly chart. So we've got this ABC down. So here's a correction, and then we've got a move up and a move down where we didn't break the low and we didn't break the high. So if I just focus in a little bit, I see 1, 2, 3 waves here for this up move, and then I see a 1, 2, 3 waves coming down. So because we got 3 up and 3 down and we didn't break the highs or lows, I'm seeing this whole move then as being a diagonal, and it would be a leading diagonal. So we have our correction down, and then now we have 1, 2, 3 for 1, here's 2, here's 5 waves, followed by a correction, and then one more up. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. And so I see 3 waves now and need to come down for 4 of this leading diagonal. So let me zoom back into the 1 hour. So we've got 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2, 3 up. So we got our A, we got our B. And if I put a line over here at the low of the A, you can see that we did break it. So we do have a 1, a 2, and a 3. We got 3 waves for the 4. So technically speaking, the market can go up from here. The dollar can go up from here. It's made 3 waves for a 4. But if I zoom in even just a little bit more for this final wave down, I'm seeing a bunch of 3 waves. So we've got like a little running flat here for 1, 2, 3, and we got a 1, 2, 3 up. So we got our 1, we got our 2. I see this whole move down here is another 3 waves, 1, 2, 3 for 3, and then we've clearly got like a 1 and a 2. And then all of this is just a bunch of 3 waves for an ending diagonal. So I see one more wave up to complete 4. So that's why even though we've already broken the low, I'm seeing this as we're going to be making 5 waves down for an ending diagonal. So once we break, what is this, about 111.05 or so, once that breaks, I'd be looking for sell setups to come down and break this low. But if you want to be cautious and not even trade that, since it's not going to be a very big move, if we zoom back out, let me zoom out. Yeah, here we go. Once we do break that, I only see it coming down to about 108.75, somewhere in that range. Could come all the way down to 105. So 105 to 108. But I would assume that it'll be somewhere more at the top of this range. So 108, 108.05, 108.8, nah, what is that? 108.7. So it's not a huge move to play for, but definitely if it comes down in here, this is I think a very strong buy zone. So I'd be looking for 3 waves down, and then when if the 3 waves completes right around here, start looking for your buy setups. And so this would be 1, 2, 3 completes 4 of this leading diagonal, and so then it'll go back up in 3 waves to break 114.77. But again, once that does break, then this will all be the leading diagonal, the A of the leading diagonal. So even when we break 114, probably get into the 115, low 115s or so, there's going to be a correction, but then there's going to be one more leg up for C. So the dollar is going to remain strong for a while, which, like I said on Friday, I see, like on the Nasdaq, we didn't break that high. So I see the Nasdaq, it's probably going to do like a little correction, but eventually it's going to come up here and break, which lines up perfectly with the dollar. The dollar's going to come down here, so it's going to get a little weak, but then it's reversing to break its top. So the Nasdaq will be just the opposite. The Nasdaq will get a little bit strong here, but then it's reversed and it's going to break its low. So that this is all lining up pretty well for me. In the S&P, the same thing. The S&P did break its top on Friday, so that's why I see the S&P. It'll just kind of maybe a little correction Monday, but then it'll resume higher. 39.50 range, maybe up to 4,000 it'll get, and then when the dollar is finishing in this zone and reversing up, then the whole market, the Dow, they're all the same. It doesn't matter. They'll all be finishing whatever pattern they're making, and they're all going to be marching down to break their lows. And then at that point, I think then there'll be a big correction coming in the markets, correction upwards for the markets, which would make sense. So about that time whenever this down wave does end, I think that'd be about the time that the Fed will be signaling, if not outright saying, that they're going to be pausing any future rate hikes. So that's what I'm seeing. I think this is all lining up pretty well. The dollar will get weak probably early next week, and then somewhere, we got FOMC. I mean, that could be a catalyst for the markets to sell off. Dollar gets strong, so it'll be an interesting week. So that's what I'm seeing. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and talk to you tomorrow. Bye.